Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just one.
21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. His first throw is an interception. And the Commanders are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession.
Intercepted.
Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Able to hit Patterson, complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 5-yard line.
Now Daniels to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And that's a Washington touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
They go play action here. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
the quarterback sack. A loss of 6 yards. 3 and out.
They send a man in motion. They're going for this. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Here we go.
Play fake here, Daniels. Trying for the deep ball. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Washington. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Gonzalez connects on the point after. And the Commanders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
On the set.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Judy there to grab it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here we go.
2nd and 6 now. Catch made by Carter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Another carry for him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Following the flag, they've got 3rd and 3. They'll try and throw it here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Go! 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Back to throw now. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns reach pay dirt for the first time this game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
It's Mostert on 2nd down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ready? Rocco 80. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
Going to the ground again on 1st. Across midfield to the 45. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Second down and 10, Daniels. He's looking deep once again, and he hauls in the interception. And the Browns come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They have it following that interception on the final play of the first quarter. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He rolls to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives the Browns a first. They'll run it from the gun. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one complete to Njoku. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Go!
Back now, pressure on its way. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Let's go. 18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Ready? Cut my team. Cut 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready?
From the 19. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
A quarterback is sacked. A loss of 13 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Complete to number 85.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Set.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Browns with the football.
Ready up.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Trying again following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
3rd and long for him here. The throw is caught. That's a Cleveland touchdown.
Complete to number 88.
Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Tiger. 19 Tiger. Here we go.
Now Daniels off the play action. He's trying to go deep again. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. They go play action on first. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second and long.
15 yards to go.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. "16 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now, Daniels. Dump off caught by his back. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Daniels. This finds Mostert. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Able to hit Patterson, complete. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now
Third and long for Daniels. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders will add to their lead at the end of the half. The Commanders leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point try coming up. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I could still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down, touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
It's first and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Go, Rick, go.
They'll come out throwing. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing now from the gun. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer. Let go.
He'll throw it yet again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. There he goes, right sideline. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Bison. Here we go. Shot. Hut, hut.
First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
At the 43-yard line.
Curve 19. Curve 19. Ready, ready?
On first down, here's Daniels. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job, but you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your team. You got to come through on that touchdown.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Let's go now. Just take it. Turn.
Staying between the tackles with Mostert. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Dragon 60. Go.
Daniels from the pistol. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll come up first and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 70 Timberwolf. Warrior 70. Get up.
From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking.
And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Gonzalez now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders stretch the lead to 23.
Commanders 36, Browns 13.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go!
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
To number 3.
Working quickly here.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Browns first down.
Play action on 1st down. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Ready, ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Craft all 80. Let's go. Panther Street. Panther Street. Let go.
Now looking to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference. You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Going for it on 4th. Forced out to his right. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion.
Go.
Daniels on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Get out.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. It's taken in by Eckler. Rolling into enemy territory. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a give inside to Mostert. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Slot man motioned over.
At the 41-yard line.
Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
2nd and 10 now. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up. Nearly an interception on that play. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Huck.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That's into the hands of Mostert. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Hustle, hustle.
Offense in the hurry up here.
19
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
Daniels able to get it to Mostert. He's got it in the red zone.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Bronco 80. Hey, smash Bronco. 70 Lion. Ready, right?
A give on third to Mostert. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hurry, hurry.
Offense up to the line fast.
19.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Throw caught by his running back. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
Their own 30-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Let's go now. Get up.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. And they pick him off again! And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the...
Makes the score. Commanders 50.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. From his own end zone, here we go. Oh, he lost it on the hit! And they steal it back on the return. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Before he can really break that return, they're on him to force the fumble and take away possession.
When you get that fumble inside the 20, it means one thing, Kate. Those guys were running with hair on fire. In fact, if you watch a lot of these special teams and kickoff units, you will see them running down the field on touchbacks. It's almost like they're sprinting to the finish line. They sprinted, and they took the ball away to boot.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. It's caught. Eckler. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Now 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 10-yard line.
Now Daniels to throw. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
3-yard loss on the play.
Working quickly here.
4th down.
Bronco.
Daniels to throw on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Running it now out of the gun. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Here's 2nd and 2. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he'll get it up to the 44. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
2nd and 4. That one complete to Njoku. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. And they pick him off again. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Hey, smash. 18, pioneer. Get up.
Daniels now. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
60 Maverick. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Throwing now. Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
70 Rangers.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders about to move to a perfect 5-0 this season. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Ready. Dragon 60. Rig alert. Rig alert.
Again, Daniels to the air. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he drives this forward to the 6. They've got to keep moving quick here.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Got to hurry this to the line.
At the 3-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
He's on the move. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Desperation time here on 4th. And oh, he got it! Interception! Jordan Poyer has it. And the Commanders will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10.
19 Lions. Here we go.
Wow, they're gonna pass it here. He's going deep. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Browns get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see. He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Let's go.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. Finds him on the crossing route. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up first and 10 now inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Offense to the line for second down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Set. Ready.
Another try following the sack.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here's a give on first and goal. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. The Browns keeping the offense out on the football field. They want 2 here. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
The score, Commanders 50, Browns 19.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
70. Come on. Set. Trap 60. Trap 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check smash. Check smash. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this